Good morning, Facebook friends and family. We are actually getting close to good afternoon. But one thing I wanted to really discuss with you guys today is the 6 reasons why I do not like or trust personal trainers. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds kind of bizarre because I am a personal trainer, but hear me out. So before I get started, I do want to tell you guys that we will be doing the webinar, May's webinar will be next Tuesday at 11 a.m., Tuesday through Thursday, and we're going to just dive deep. I'm going to be posting in the comments the link to sign up. So yes, you're going to get a ton of information via video, but you are also going to get some bonus material. If you sign up through the link, you'll get something dropped in your inbox, plus some freebies. So be sure to register for next week's webinar. We are going to go over the top 5 best things that you can do to burn unwanted quarantine 15, feel better, and just have more energy, right? Because I think that's kind of what we all want. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dig into today's video. I see some of you are watching, but because you're so far away, I really can't read who you are. Amanda, hello. All right, so my notes are down here, so you're gonna be seeing me kind of like look down. For some reason, my Mac is not working to where I can do a video on the computer and not my phone. So we're just kind of rolling with what we've got for today. So the 6 things I hate about personal trainers or strongly dislike. Okay, here's number 1. Number 1 is majority of your personal trainers do not actually have a nutrition license. Okay, this is really big, first off, in the state of Louisiana, and they've been cracking down on, not being licensed or, whatever in the nutrition field. Most of your personal trainers, you will find that they just say, I give meal plans, or I do meal plans. And 9 times out of 10, it's their own experience and what worked for them, not what's necessarily gonna work for you. If it doesn't work for you, they're just kind of like, it doesn't work for you. You just need to work out harder. I don't believe in that. Everybody's body is created differently, and so everybody's digestive tract and absorption of food and things like that are all different. So first and foremost, if you're in the market for a trainer, look for one that actually has a nutrition license and background. Okay. The second thing, no physical therapy background. Majority of your trainers actually don't really do much physical therapy stuff. They'll kind of send you on their own, or they'll be big-headed and egotistical to tell you, oh, well, I can do the same workouts. Well, sure, you can if you actually have a, some sort of physical therapy type background. So if you've worked in a physical therapy clinic, that would be, one of the best things that you can do to enhance how to prevent your clients from having injuries, or how to work through any injuries that they have ever had in the past. So making sure that they have a nutrition background, making sure that they have some sort of PT background, a nutrition license, and then a PT background, because physical therapy is going to be your biggest thing. Nobody wants to go into the gym and end up getting hurt, then having to have surgery, etc., and be 10 times further away from where they originally started, right? So make sure that's top of the line. Third thing, you gotta have some anatomy and physiology knowledge. If you don't have anatomy and physiology knowledge, then what the heck are you doing with your clients? How in the world, if they do get hurt? Hey Malika, so glad you're here. Hey Shelly. Hey Bree. So, if you're looking for a personal trainer and they don't have any anatomy and physiology knowledge, so like how the knee works or how the shoulder works, or even down to the all little muscles in between. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of things I did forget from anatomy and physiology, and I'll be first and foremost to say that. The big muscle groups, but the tiny little ones and the little nerves we had to remember, no, I don't remember all those names. I just remember what works what. So you still have to have that knowledge. If you don't have that knowledge and your client gets hurt and they hurt their knee, or they're complaining about knee and pain and hip pain and back pain, you have to know where to send them to the next person. You also need to be able to evaluate the situation so that you know where to send them to. I've had lots of clients come to me who have had previous injuries, including some new ailments that have popped up where, hey, my back's been hurting a lot. Well, let's take a look. What have you been doing? Where are we going from here? What exercises do you feel kind of set you back? And then from there, we can kind of look at it and evaluate it and send you to the right person. You got to have your networks of people. So I send my clients to massage therapists. I send my clients to different PTs, physical therapists, who have specific backgrounds in fascia or anything like that, to where it's all natural and hands-on to help you guys get the benefits that you need. I have that group of connections because that's where I strongly feel that's where you need to go if there's an issue, right? If it's something I can't solve, I'm going to send you to the next best person. So you have to have those connections, and you got to have some anatomy background in order to know what you're possibly dealing with, right? What workouts do I need to keep you away from? What workouts do I need to start giving you so that you can have better results in the end, right? So nutrition license, majority personal trainers do not. So you want to find one that does. Majority of your personal trainers do not have a physical therapy background. Again, you want to find somebody who does so that you can prevent every injury that could possibly come up. Most do not have anatomy and physiology background. You want to make sure you have that to prevent the injury, and if there is something that happens, they know who to send you to, right? Fourth thing, some personal trainers just don't listen, okay? I have seen it time and time again with different personal trainers and different gyms that I have gone to, where this is what they're doing while their clients are working out. Are you paying attention? No. Not only that, I've heard conversations of different trainees or clients who have been talking to their personal trainer, and the personal trainer gets defensive and says, what, you think I don't know how to do my job? No, egotistical human, you need to back down. Can't have an egotistical personal trainer. We do not know everything, okay? There are some things you have got to listen to your clients. So if you feel your personal trainer is not listening to you, find another one, okay? They need to be able to listen to you. And honestly, I have had a lot of clients here lately, just make me feel good, by telling me, I'm so thankful that I found you and that you listened to me. Because I listen to everything, every ache, every pain, every mental thought that comes through, that they're like, can I just tell you what's on my brain today? Sure, why not? And be able to coach. That's the next thing, right? Be coachable. I'm moving on to the next page of my notes. Hang on. Be coachable. You have to be able to learn from your clients. If you're not learning and you're just shutting it off saying, look, whatever I'm telling you is the right thing, you need to be doing this, da-da-da-da-da. Now, granted, I know when my clients are lying, okay? I know when you haven't been doing your work, when you're not putting forth the effort and you're just telling me this isn't working. I know when you're lying, okay? Most personal trainers actually do know when their clients or the people that they're talking to are really lying, okay? So, because when you get down to the nitty gritty and you're asking all these 411 questions and you're trying to get an idea of what all your clients been doing, if you're not journaling it, look, I even know when my clients lie in their journal. Majority of them don't, but I know those who do. And I turn around and I say, that's inaccurate, change it out, right? And it's amazing how they change it and a result takes place. So don't think that lying is going to get you ahead. It isn't. But if you have a trainer that's not listening or not willing to be coached and to learn from you, I have a client who fills my head with so much knowledge. It's incredible. And I've even learned a lot. We're on the same page of a lot of things, very like-minded, even in the natural world. And they have filled my brain with so much more knowledge. And I'm like, wow, I'm so thankful for you. Like, you've really helped me expand, right? You have to always be coachable. A personal trainer should have a coach themselves. I'm not talking about a bodybuilding coach. I'm not talking about somebody that's pushing them to do their own workouts, although that is very helpful. I am actually talking about somebody who's helping them in their business to be a better personal trainer, to handle their clients better. Not just somebody to work on them, but to work on them as they work on themselves with other people. Okay, I have a business coach. I love my business coach. I would hands down never trade her in the world. She's fantastic and phenomenal. And I get a lot of advice from other coaches as well, other business coaches, in how to make sure I'm doing a good job for you. Because if I'm not being coached and I'm not willing to be coached and I'm being that egotistical trainer, how dare me train you? Right? How can I say that I'm doing a good job or know that I'm doing a good job if I don't have somebody that's keeping me mentored and in my corner, right? In order for us to be mentors, we have to be mentored. All right, next thing. And the last thing. Easy to get a license and it's easy to obtain it. Okay? So, it's really hard to be a coach. It can really be hard to be a coach. There are people out there who are, and I'm talking personal trainers, who are just constantly telling you, here's what you need to be doing. All right, drop down, give me 20, right? The typical drill sergeant at best. But it's really hard to coach somebody. If somebody's having a bad day, like if you go into the gym, you're having a bad day, you're not motivated, you tell your coach you're not motivated, and they say, come on, we're doing this anyway. That's a good thing, but what else are they doing? Are they just making you do your workouts, or are they really trying to help you out? You have to be able to coach someone. So like having a coaching, not really a license, I don't think you have to have a coaching license to coach people because that's part of being a mentor, but you gotta be willing to listen. You gotta be willing to give advice. You have to be willing to really help people in the long run. Look, I can tell you when my clients walk into the gym or they get on the phone with me, I can tell you the first words out of their mouth are either positive or negative. And as soon as I feel it's a negative tone, a negative vibe, I'm already asking what's wrong. Let's talk. Forget everything that we were just about to discuss. Let's focus on you for a moment. How can I help you? Because you have to be willing to coach. If you get a client or you're the person that's going into the gym and your mind isn't correct, everything else is going to be off. You're going to, run the risk of having an injury when working out. You're going to run the risk of throwing everything away. I have a lot of clients right now who are doing, my online program, and it's a lot of stress, especially with phase 1 is open. When do I go back to work? How do I readjust? I've been doing this for 10 weeks. How do I go back? There's so much stress and chaos. If they're constantly talking about what you need to do and work out and eat this and da-da-da-da-da, but if they're not focusing on you and making sure that mentally you're okay, spiritually you're okay, whatever that is for you, and physically you're okay, then you need to ditch them, okay? You have got to find somebody that is always going to be in your corner, that mentor that is going to be your backbone, the one that's helping you to stand strong, the one that's helping you to achieve the results that you're looking to achieve and not give up, okay? That's the main thing. That is the big thing. So, along with that is being able to explain what they're saying. I've had a client before who she's gone to a couple of people. She's had some back pains and other things, shoulder issues, etc. Along her journey. She had a fall recently, and one of the things that she really needs is explanations. So whatever exercises I'm telling her to do, why are we doing them? Well, here's why. So for a shoulder external rotation, she's got some issues up in here and in here. We used to, we just got that healed. We're now on this. And I have her working with somebody who deals with a lot of fascia tissue. So a lot of healing and trauma healing. And I think this goes way back in the fall, but then whatever. So she's got a lot of bicipital tendon issues. So we're doing external and internal rotations. And the question that kept coming up was, well, why am I doing this? Well, because, and I go through the science of it, here's why, here's what we're doing, and here's why I think every time that you leave me and you go home and say you pick up your grandkids, or you pick up a shovel she had some dirt delivered, you pick up a shovel and you start spreading dirt, you're doing a lot of movement. So we need to stretch it in the meantime, right? We need to make sure that we're having good mobile movements. So you have to have a coach that's going to coach you, but explain to you why you're doing what you're doing. Anytime we have to have a reset week, whether my client's headspace is just not completely there, or they're running into a lot of just being tired and weary, we have to have reset weeks. And I tell them, look, we're going to do a deload. We're going to really take it slow. You're only going to do maybe 3 or 4 exercises, and you're going to go home and you're going to rest. And the question comes up, no, I'm fine. Why? Why do we have to do this? I'm telling you we have to do this. 1, to prevent an injury. 2, to get your mind right and give you some rest. And 3, to let your body heal and do its thing. Okay? So I'm going to go over those 6 things again with you guys. Number 1, make sure your personal trainer has a nutrition license. They shouldn't be giving you any food advice if they don't know how your body works, okay? They also need to be making sure that you're eating for your body's needs and not eating the plan that they were just given by their own coach or something they came up with off the internet. 2, have to have a physical therapy background. You gotta know how to prevent injuries. You gotta know how to be able to work through those injuries, okay? 3, anatomy and physiology knowledge. Again, you can't prevent an injury if you don't know how the body works. You also can't say, well, we're going to do this exercise if you have shoulder issues, if you don't know how the shoulder really works and where it attaches. So a lot of times I'm hands-on. I've had clients tell me, look, my hip and back is killing me in this area, and I go to feel some muscles and I'm like, well, you got some tightness right there. I've even had my hands up in here on some of my clients and they're like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize how tender that was. Well, great, let's go to the chiropractor and let's go get you a massage, see how you feel next week. And they tend to be better, right? Hands on, okay? Anatomy, physiology. You gotta listen to your clients. You have to be able to listen, not be egotistical and say, I'm always right. You have to listen to what their needs are. They're telling you what's going on. They know their bodies better than you do. And the main thing I always tell my clients is, if you're not gonna be very communicative with me, I'm not gonna work with you. I had a lady who did that. She worked with me, I think, for actually 2 weeks, and I sent her on her way. She refused to communicate with me. She ended up having some issues, didn't let me know, and then decided to come back. And once I asked, hey, what's going on? She told me everything that had happened. No, ma'am, you don't keep me informed. That's putting me at risk. That's putting yourself at risk. I'm not going to be the one that makes you get injured because you're not going to communicate with me. So communication with me is number 1. That's why we do check-ins so often. All right. And then I'm going to change my paper. Oh, yes. Easy to get a license and obtain it. Obtaining it would also mean doing continuing education. So staying informed with new science, staying on top of everything. I am going through a lot of my continuing ed right now for nutrition, and I did not know that barberries help you get rid of acne. Oh my goodness. So whether it's hormonal, it's kid acne, so be paying attention. Barberries, okay? You want to make sure, look, dude, they're like cranberries. You just put them in your oatmeal. Barberries, get you some, okay? So staying on top of your, all of the new science that's out there. And then last but not least, being coachable. You've got to be coachable. If you're not coachable, how can you coach somebody else? So be sure to write those things down or go back and watch the video again, and make sure that when you're ready to hire your personal trainer, you check everything off. Dot your T's, dot your I's, cross your T's, whatever the heck you're gonna do. But make sure you're getting somebody who is very knowledgeable, willing to listen, and that can easily guide you on the right direction. So hope this helps you guys out. Thank you all for watching. I had quite a big view of y'all, but I'm glad you guys are here. If you have any questions, as usual, please ask. Also, I am posting the May webinar in the comments once I get back to my desktop. So be sure to sign up for that. You'll get your bonus material via email, and we get started Tuesday at 11 a.m. So be sure to sign up for it so that way you know which group you're supposed to be in to go ahead and get all the videos. So May's webinar of 5 best steps that you can do to kill the quarantine 15 or burn the unwanted quarantine 15, feel better, and just have more energy, because I think we all need it right now. So see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you all for watching.